Hi Cancer, welcome to your August 2017 General Tarot reading. It's Raina here. Hopefully you can't hear the construction work that's being done down the block. I have closed all the windows, but for me it gets a little distracting sometimes, so I'm going to try to really focus. Okay, some nice cards. And this is a general focus, but sometimes I feel that there's something that, you know, kind of jumps out at me. And in this case, we have the focus being the Knight of Swords. And I can't help but think that some of you, like let's say in the workplace, may have put up with things for a long time. And then finally, you're just like, okay, that's it. And you're just letting the chips fall where they may. Because the issue of compensation comes up in the past, fair compensation. You know, Six of Pentacles, we have the scales, we have the Pentacles. This can, you know, it's funny, sometimes I forget to mention this because in personal relationships, you have two people, and sometimes the issue of this comes up as well, where one person may be pulling the financial weight and the other person is you know, doesn't have that sense of urgency about it. And if you're the one who is paying for, you know, financially the most responsible, you may put your foot down with the King of Swords and just tell this person exactly how you feel. And, you know, in no uncertain terms. There can also be the issue of perhaps finding out, like on the workplace, with the High Priestess. It's almost like this. I don't know if you call it like a dream or just your intuition that lets you know that something is kind of off. And maybe there's like not fair treatment being dished out, and you can just tell that there's something missing, that you're not getting the full story about something. I'm trying to think, is there something? And the other thing too is that with personal relationships, you may be dealing with somebody who is an Aquarius. I'm saying that because the Star card is right below it, the Swords. If it's not an Aquarius, then perhaps a Gemini or Libra. Libra is the usual suspect. But even, you know, whoever this person is, somebody wrote to me and said, you're right about everything, but this person isn't, and then they name the sign. And I always try to clarify that the point isn't whether their sun sign is an air sign, in this reading I'm talking about, but if they give off that kind of personality, those traits associated with it, like for instance with the Knight of Swords, and air signs in general, you're talking about intellectual people, people who are in their minds, people who are very communicative, people who, and sharp that way, but who can have sharp words. A Cancer person is very sensitive to the feelings of other people. Well, sometimes, right? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But they tend to be more like feeling around to see, what to say, whereas, and kind of maybe hinting at things, whereas a Knight of Swords kind of just says what's on their mind. And it could be, like, for instance, it could, when I think of somebody who says what's on their mind, I think of like an Aries, maybe somebody with a sun in Aries and a moon in Gemini, something like that. And they may have a strong Gemini signature that makes them like the Swords, but they're technically an Aries. Yeah, maybe that was too much information. I don't know. But anyway, let me just keep going, because this is kind of like a little bit confusing what's going on here. The higher message is the Star card. So if you're undergoing some kind of situation, in some cases you may be thinking of getting divorced with the Knight of Swords. That could be seeking legal counsel. And what this is saying in that situation is you have your spirit guides, or you have your loved ones who have crossed over, who care about you, who are helping you from behind the scenes. That Knight of Swords, yeah, you could be seeking some kind of legal situation because of workplace compensation. Maybe you found out that you were not getting what you were supposed to be getting. And the High Priestess would just be like, this was something that you just knew that was being kept from you, okay? Maybe you were expecting a raise, and they told you, oh, I'm sorry, it's not in the budget, and you didn't believe their story. And you may have even found out that one of your co-workers received a raise, and that further caused you to decide to make it a legal case. What crosses you is the Seven of Pentacles. This would be a situation of do not give up. There is, you're waiting to find out if anything's going to come of this. You have to be patient. You know what I was thinking? When, I'm recording this in the last half of July. And on July 9th, there was a full moon in Capricorn. Capricorn is your 7th house, and that can deal with legal matters. For some people, it could have been the final straw in a marriage, but it could be like having some kind of initial decision in a lawsuit or something, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just everything coming to light, and you still have to wait to see what's going to happen. So you have to have patience and let things unfold at their own pace. And then you can decide whether you want to continue. What's coming in the near future is represented by the King of Wands. This may be a facet of you, or this could be a new job with a boss who is very, very encouraging of employees to express their creative gifts. I do see, for some of you, it's becoming an entrepreneur, the king of your castle when it comes to your work life. And you may be spurred on by that chain of events. You may say, if I'm going to deal with this, I might as well just do things on my own. I have all of the qualifications. I can be a consultant. I can, whatever it is. And I don't have to beg for money. Sometimes the Six of Pentacles, this Morgan Greer deck doesn't really do it justice in that sense. You see the hands outstretched. I think the Rider-Waite version really emphasizes a person who's in a position of power being able to give to someone who is needy, And what sucks is when you're in a workplace and you're just trying to advance yourself monetarily, and it's like you're a beggar. And you may have felt like a beggar. And you're tired of feeling like a beggar, and you want to control every aspect of the situation. Set your own prices, do your own thing, and have your own vision. So it could work out either way. You may come across a boss who is very helpful, maybe even a mentor, because the last card is the Ace of Pentacles, so it's a new beginning in some kind of venture, and it's usually financial with the Pentacles. A new job offer, a new business you're starting. For some people, it's money that they receive. Maybe it's from some kind of compensation package, or if you are staying within that job, you get that promotion, so it's expressing the new position. Maybe you have I was thinking that Knight of Swords can be somebody in arbitration working on your behalf in a legal sense. But in love relationships, there may be like an earth sign person that has been problematic, and there might be an air sign person who has come into your life. And I said maybe this person's an Aries, Gemini, because I did get him in that position as well, or a Leo. A Leo too I could see, with the king of, I always think of royalty as, with the queens and kings as Leo. That person coming into your life, and the person who's problematic is represented by an earth sign or somebody with strong earth element, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And so, you know, it's funny because I see when I get the challenge card and it happens to be Pentacles, I think that person, and the person's also in your past, I think, uh-oh, I wonder if that person is really the right person for them. And then when we get the Ace of Pentacles, it makes me think, oh, well, maybe that person is the new relationship. But I'll say this too. The other thing that can happen with the Ace of Pentacles is not only that could you get a new job, but you could meet that new partner. If this has nothing to do with your work life, you can meet a new partner on the job too. That's always a possibility. So, Cancer, wow. Kind of some interesting cards, powerful cards. Particularly, I think the middle row there. So I hope that you enjoyed this, got something from it. If you'd like a private reading, please click on the link below. Otherwise, have an amazing August. Bye.